All right, guys, I am excited. We are going to put this thing to the full test this morning. We got the bucket on it, we got the AMI Ruckus rake up here, and we got the Bomba Light mower. And we're going to see what this little guy's got. So here is the project at hand. You guys familiar with the channel recognize this place pretty well. This is kind of our family compound we got up here with the water slide and campsites and swimming hole. And this is our go-kart track. Usually, this is like the end of August. Usually by now we have raced 4 or 5 times on this track and it is in pretty good shape, but it has been such a crazy busy year. We haven't had time to race at all on this track. This is the worst shape this track has ever been in, but the goal is to do a little bit of go-kart racing tonight, and we're gonna see if we can get this thing whipped into shape here in the next couple hours. I went around here and kind of sprayed this grass that started getting a little wild and wicked out in the track here, because whenever you go to finish the surface on the track, it just turns into a pain in the butt with that grass. So I think first things first, we got the bucket on the machine. Let's go around, see if we can't just kind of skim some of that grass off and get it up out of there. I think we're gonna go around with the Ruckus rake a few times, kind of loosen everything up, and then we'll jump into grading with the little tractors and put the mower on. We need to mow the backside of the hill. It's been a few years since it's been mowed, so let's get this girl fired up and get at it. After we got our water tank filling up, kids over there eating breakfast, it's gonna be a good day. One thing I've absolutely loved about this thing over the last week or so using it, simplicity. Flop her down, fire it up, one button. You are ready to rock and roll. That ground be hard, I kind of skim across the top and just shave that grass off, but the surface is still a little bit too soft up on top. I don't want to dig a bunch of my good dirt off the track, so I'm kind of curious if this rake will either chew that grass up or maybe kick it to the side. So we're going to experiment and switch over to the Ruckus rake here once and see what it does. Super easy to remove the button or remove the bucket, one button. Down the way we go. Pull over to this girl. There we go. Get my hoses hooked up. We'll be good to go. You just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I couldn't.
You had to come here and be part of the fun.
Yeah, I did. Mainly because I got to make sure you're not messing with my car.
You know the first thing Gunner said whenever you pulled in. Good, he could be cameraman.
Yeah, I don't want to be cameraman.
All right, you ready to see if we can kick some grass out of this track?
Probably.
All right, let's do it. All right, I got the Ruckus rake hooked up and ready to go. I got my forward and reverse drum rotation, obviously, but the wiring harness on this one's a little bit different, so I don't have my tilt and angle function. Wearing a competitor shirt. Hey, since you're volunteering today, we'll let it slide. Hey, I just want to point out.
Hey, it's not upside down on the shirt.
But you used to work there.
Yeah, I did.
Just in case Brett watches. All right. Let's see how well this thing handles the Ruckus rake. I think that's the winning ticket right there.
Oh yeah, I think.
Catching all that grass right there. Well, a little bit's left. It's messing up. It's beating up enough. I think it's going to just mix in. So if you wouldn't let your track sit abandoned for so long, you wouldn't have this problem.
Well, I've told you I don't know how many months now that we need to go ahead and get started.
What are them?
Oh yeah, track shoes.
Track shoes.
Track prep shoes. Yeah. Yeah.
Those things are not get running.
I'm not ruining my shoes.
All right. Well, I'll say yeah. I'll make a few more passes with that thing. We'll be gold. We'll have a high line, low line, fast line, slow line. We'll have it all.
I'll be in that fast line.
And the Ruckus rake was just what the doctor ordered for that.
Yeah, it was.
That did the trick.
Yeah.
We got our grass all over there. I'm sure it's still a little bit out there, but I think it'll blend in and
Yeah.
mix up and be just fine. I'll have to admit, the little Hyundai did pretty good.
Good deal.
I was running in rubber mode and getting all she's got.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, no, I couldn't keep up.
But it don't have a hydraulic temperature gauge, but the engine temperature gauge never moved. It just stayed right there.
Yeah.
That's
good.
It did pretty good. It'd be, I think the only time the lack of power would show up with the Ruckus rake is if you're climbing a hill.
Yeah.
Like a flat ground stuff like this.
It does good, huh?
Ain't no problem whatsoever. So, all right, water boy, you're up.
I know you had to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah.
Powder
All
round,
this
pow,
work
pow.
just to go racing.
Yeah.
All right, you got water or you want Aaron to?
I want to roll.
You want to roll?
I want to roll.
You don't want to water?
No.
You just want to drive a roller.
Yeah.
He takes after somebody else.
It's fun.
I'm roller guy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you
Go
can't
water.
be moving in on
Hey,
my
water
roller.
boy, go. Water boy, go.
You're a water boy.
Go.
I'm roller boy.
No,
I
no.
started rolling first.
No, I did.
No, I did.
You never
Not the track. I water. I roll it on the jobs.
No. Come on.
This is like
Chop, chop. Get on your water
No,
tractor.
go.
this is like a glimpse into the future.
This is gonna be fun in the future. They'll have to stay tuned here in about 5-6 years. It's on.
I got a feeling he's gonna get knocked down a few notches by then. All right, turn it on. Coming out. Hey, don't crash.
I'm not driving.
I'm not driving either.
Who's driving?
It's looking good, ain't it?
I'm not gonna roll.
Huh?
Want me to video?
All right, let's make a few more laps. We'll let that soak in, then we'll grade it.
And then I can roll.
And you can roll. Aaron's getting the brush cutter hooked up. We need to mow the back side of the hill over there. That's kind of our runoff area, so he missed the turn. Oh, excuse me. Right in the grass down there. It's a nice soft landing. I tricked Gunner into water and see how Aaron's getting along over here. Well, look at that. Oh, good. some thick grass right there, believe it or not. We've done this for years. I mowed 2 passes down with a lawnmower. We usually leave this here just a little bit higher, so if you come over this bank, it's kind of like a soft wall, it stops you. And it's got a little out of control. We definitely don't want to end up in the briars tonight. That is pushing that poor little Hyundai to the limit, but might as well find out what she's got. Just about out of water. Alright, Aaron's got that under control, looking good. We're going to get a gunner refilled with water, then I think we're going to hop on the 955 with a drag and start dragging this and mixing it in. And then we'll probably get it watered a few more times, get some good water in. We're not racing for another several hours. Get her good and packed in, so she'll be ready to roll tonight. Time to refill. You gonna turn the water on? Works pretty good, don't it? Then we got a hose that runs all the way off our water slide pump under the lake, comes over. Got this little thing I built here several years ago, and works really nice for refilling the water tank. Don't it? So easy you can do it. No, you just turned it on.
No, what?
Yeah, what?
That just made it even worse, dude. Look what I found.
What'd you find?
Sticker.
You found a
Dirt works.
Dirt Perfect sticker, huh?
Yeah, and it still works.
Think somebody was gonna put that on their cart and didn't?
They probably...
All right, you wake this beast up this morning. Oh yeah. All 34 horses ready to rip in this thing. Got the arena drag on it. I think that track's gonna be just about right. Try to start grading. What we normally do is work it up, get a little bit of moisture in it. I'll start grading it. Once it gets dry enough, it's still a little wet in a few spots. Once it gets dry enough overall, I'll have gunner roll as I work it. It kind of helps get those imperfections worked out, beat down in there. Aaron's still down there going to town on the Hyundai. And hopefully we'll get her where she's almost raceable. We'll let her sit for a few hours and then water it again. The whole trick to this thing,
Goodness.
whole trick to this thing is getting this top link adjusted right. Whenever you're pulling, you want the back to be lifted up just a little bit. Oh, come on. That might be too much. There we go. So Gunner starts to get this rolled in. This ground gets a little harder. We got all of our big holes filled in. What I'm gonna do is increase the length of that top link, and we'll keep making that gap just a little bit smaller until it's flat on the ground. And eventually, once it gets some of that packed in, we'll be bringing less dirt with us and just kind of skimming the top, and should make a really nice surface for us tonight. The final pass works a lot better with rubber tires. And man, it's looking racy. This is the only time you're going to pass me. Look at that, guys. Track looks awesome. I think we're to the point now where it's just add a little water, let the sun go down. Let's crank up the light tower and we're gonna do some racing. Little Hyundai skid steer did all right. That's about 2 hours worth of work, man. What a change. That looks awesome. Boys,
What?
I think she's race ready.
Yay.
Hey Gunner, you gonna tell them how many times you got lapped already?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
That's not racing.
Alright.
We were just.
Do you like looking at my tail lights?
I don't know if he's any good at racing, but he sure is good at talking the talk. All right, we're gonna let this sit here and bake in the sun, keep water on it the rest of the day. What is it? It's 11 o'clock. Everybody's gonna show up around 5, and we're gonna go run some laps, ain't we? You
I'll be here
excited?
at 5:30. Race ready.
Race
Have
ready?
my cart ready.
Yeah, race ready out of my shop.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I forgot to ask. How I didn't get to run the Hyundai with the brush cutter. It looked like it did a pretty good
Did
job.
really good.
No
Yeah, it
overheating, no issues.
No overheating. Temp stayed right where it was supposed to.
Man, that was thick down there.
Yeah, it was thick.
That's a
And
lot of
some-
brush cutter for that little machine.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it did really good.
I might have to give her a try here in a minute myself, see what she's all about. So, all right. Well, stay tuned. We're either going to be cutting brush or running laps, one or the other.
Yeah.
Man, look at that, guys. About 2 hours later, we just come around here, got another shot of water on it. It's gonna be prime tonight. I'm so excited. Gunner can't wait to get on a go-kart. We got his yard cart out and going. We may have tuned her up just a little bit for him. Oh boy. All right. I did not get a chance to run the brush cutter on the new Hyundai skid steer. I want to give that a try once, just kind of see how it handles it. Aaron said it did a really good job. We got the back side of the dam. We need to mow here yet, so let's hop on board and check her out. Oh yeah. Burno. This thing looks huge on the front here. Oh, there we go. All right, everybody kind of wants to know what the noise level is in the cab. And disclaimer, guys, sometimes the GoPro mic is not the best judge of that. I don't know why, but in the DL550, it picked up a really bad whining noise that wasn't really there in person. This thing's here a little noisy in the cab, but it's not bad. It is way better than the 250 or 240. Look at her go, boys. It's a warm day and that's not pushing it extremely hard. That was a pretty good little run. It kind of fluctuated back and forth between 145 and 140, which is encouraging to me that it can maintain itself right there. It'd be interesting to see if you did this for hours on end, what it would do. But there's a cedar tree down over the hill. We're gonna go see if we can chew him up. This is what Aaron mowed earlier here behind the track. That is turns 3 and 4 right there. Got this random cedar tree that kind of fell out in the field here. I don't know if we can do much with it, but we can sure find out what the Bomalite and the Hyundai's got for it. Not too shabby if you ask me. We got her back to the edge of the field here. I'd say that is probably about a 6-inch piece, and then we had a couple other smaller ones with it, but pushed her pretty hard. Hydraulic temp was the highest I've seen was 150 for just a second. So all right guys, that is pretty much all the prep work that prep work we can do. Everybody's gonna start showing up here shortly, and we're gonna do a little bit of racing. All right, first car's rolling on track. There goes Gunny. what you out of breath for?
Well, I was trying to hold the fairing up, my front nose piece, the whole time I was racing. It got a little hard. You didn't have that problem.
No.
No. No.
So, we got
you got
one.
it on video, though, of me winning, didn't you?
You did win the first one. You going to tell me who won the second one, though?
I'll let you win.
Oh, that was nice of you.
I thought, well, I'm going to let you get up there with me, then we're going to have a real race.
Track looks good. You got one spot going into 3 that's a little treacherous.
Yep, there is.
But it makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah, I wish I had just a little more motor like your kart, and I think I could smoke everybody up here in turns 1 and 2. I don't think there'd be no catching me. You want to swap motors? Hey, a winner of the night has to give second place their motor, right?
You get the option of tear down.
Option tear down, no, swap motors. I like that one better. I'll make sure I'm second.
You got to win first, though.
Yeah, you're going to win. I'm going to get your motor because I'm getting second.
This is just like work. Your rules don't make sense.
No, they make perfect sense. Makes it fair.
This is one sport your height advantage, or disadvantage may work to your advantage.
Lower to the ground or what?
Yeah,
I still can't see over the steering wheel, so how's it helping?
You're more aerodynamic.
First race is the only race that matters.
You're more aerodynamic.
I don't know why I was out there in the second one tearing my card up.
I thought Gunner was out there.
All right, guys, this is the last night, last race of the night. Kiddos are having a blast. They're gonna run this one out. Adults just got done running. This has been some of the best racing of the evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to big old thumbs up. Make sure you catch us on the next one. Consider subscribing. We're going green flag racing. got 2. We got 1 job to count laps, so we can't do it.
I think that's 3.
3.